I just want to share one thing with you people that I absolutely cannot stand about the DoorDash app. And now, for those of y'all that may have done DoorDash before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you that never done DoorDash before, listen. If you're interested in signing up for all right. If you're interested in signing up for DoorDash, one thing that you're gonna find very frustrating is a lot of times when you're parked doing absolutely nothing, kind of like where I'm at right now. You're not gonna get no orders, especially if you're parked a little further from restaurants. So for starters, whenever you find a when it comes to finding a place to park and just chilling until you get your next order, uh, try to park close to restaurants because that's going to be your best bet of getting orders more frequently and therefore making more money. But there's times that I could be parked by a restaurant. In fact, I could be in the parking lot of a restaurant and I don't get no orders. And the second that I decide to start driving, all of a sudden I get orders. Or another situation that I can't stand up about DoorDash is when I get done making a delivery to a customer and then I jump into my car, I don't get no orders. And then as soon as I start driving, all of a sudden they want to present me with an order. Now, I'm beginning to think that when it comes to DoorDash, they do this intentionally because they realize you're trying to make as much money as you can working these apps, and they realize that if you're driving, your primary focus is going to be on the traffic in front of you and beside you and all that. So whenever DoorDash presents you an offer, it might be a crappy offer, but you're going to most likely accept it anyways because you don't want to just be sitting around not doing nothing. I mean, Dothan, Alabama is not that big of a city. The population here is about 70,000 people. Now, if you want to see videos of Dothan, Alabama, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel, Andrew's Life. And you'll see those videos. But anyways, like I was saying, I think DoorDash does it by purpose. Like they wait until the driver starts driving and then they present you with some offers. That way you don't got the adequate amount of time to look at the order and decide whether or rather not you're going to even accept it. You just automatically click the accept button because, okay, you got this order, you're going to get some money, and you're going to be good because you're getting that bag. But, and on top of that, when you get an order, I mean, they only give you a minute to make a decision on whether or rather not you're going to even take the order. And but a lot of times on top of that, like I said, it's not going to, at least from my experience, like if I'm standing somewhere still, not moving around, I mean, I could be in a busy location with tons of restaurants around me. I'm not moving around. I don't get no orders. It's not until I start driving that I'm going to start getting the majority of my orders. Now, for those of you that have done DoorDash for any amount of time, if that happens to you in your market, drop a comment below and let us all know whether or rather not it happens in your market. But that's one thing that I find incredibly frustrating about DoorDash. I mean, as a driver, obviously your first number one concern is your safety because you don't want to mess around and get hurt out here or lose your life out here or hurt anybody else out here. So your number one concern, even before making your money, is safety. And to me, the way many of these apps are ran, I think it puts the driver along with other people who are around the driver in danger when, because like if my phone goes off and I get an order, I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to look down at my phone momentarily to see what the order is, just to get an idea of where I'm supposed to drive to. And I could be off the road for even a second, and I don't know, something crazy might happen. Like some child, like some teenager might just dart out in front of me on their bicycle, or some kid might dart out in front of me, or somebody's dog or someone's cat might dart out in front of me, or some other animal for that matter might dart out in front of me. Now there's folks out here that, if they run over an animal, they don't really care. It is what it is. They keep it pushing. Now I'm not trying to come off as being sensitive, but I just think it's inhumane to run over an animal. I'm just, to me, running over an animal it's just humane. Now, yes, accidents happen, and sometimes you can't help it. But even in an accidental situation, if I ever hit it, I mean, fortunately, I never hurt an animal. I never hurt an animal or nothing like that. But I know if I ever did, I don't care if it's a domestic dog or a cat. I don't care if it's wild. I mean, I feel bad because, I hurt that animal. And if it's and most likely that animal is not going to survive the hit, because who's going to rescue it? So I just think it's, the humanity in me would feel terrible if I hit an animal. And I would definitely feel terrible if I hit a fellow human being, because I had my eyes off the road for that split moment, looking at my app, accepting an order. So I think DoorDash needs to change that stuff to where, if they want to present you an offer for an order, they give you at least a minute or two to either stop your vehicle at a stoplight at the very least, or better yet, pull off the road and go into a parking lot or something, and then you get that minute to look at the order before you choose to accept or decline the order. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents about how I feel about how DoorDash apps operate when it comes to presenting you an order. All right, folks, I'm going to holler at y'all later.